Hi everyone! I wanted to come up with something fun that was going to help us out with watercolors. So I wanted to have some techniques in there that helped us learn about movement and the wash technique. So I think I got it with this little project. These I call watercolor wash blot monsters. And it kind of gives our mind a little more creativity when we start to think about what they can be turned into as far as shapes, and we're going to give them little names. So here we go. So you're going to need some good watercolor paper. This one is 140-pound watercolor paper. You can use something else, but it is going to turn out a little bit different. This one was done on just drawing paper. The blots come out a little different. It would work just to try it out, but you want to have them on some good paper when you're starting this. Okay, make sure you have a good amount of water. You have maybe a little paper towel and of course your watercolors. So we're going to start by just loading our brush up with water and go ahead and just blot some water down. And I can't see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just putting some water down kind of like around. You can just kind of flick it on there a little bit and move it a little. You want this to kind of be pools of water. I like to have spots, different kind of shapes kind of go down a little bit on some. Some of them can be round, and that's it. Now, here's your magic. Think about what colors would go together on the color wheel. I'm going to use a little blue, tap the end of my brush, swirl it, and make sure your color's down at the end of the tip of your brush. And then just touch. Touch where your water is. All right? If you have any spots, you're going to touch where those spots are. So you're just kind of touching on those areas. I'm going to use some purple with this one, because those two are right next to each other on the color wheel. You can use primary colors together. They will mix well. And I'm just doing another little touch, and that's it. I'm going to let that hang out and dry. For my next one, I'll try maybe some warmer colors. So let's do some yellow to start. So all I do is kind of put the yellow, and I have these little dots. I like these extra little dots, so I'm going to make sure that I do touch those with paint. Okay, wash off, and now I'm going to use some orange. So you'll notice like the water will just take your paint. Let it flow however it goes, and you're going to have these really nice stains. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. Now these are all dry, so I'm going to get a Sharpie, and first of all I just want to take a look at these and see what I can see. Flip them around, see if you can kind of see something that might resemble some sort of like little face that you're seeing in there. It just gives you an idea of something. So this one I looked at, and I kind of see a little fish in here, and it looks like one of those angler fish. So I'm going to take my Sharpie and just trace around the outside edge. And this gives your ink blot the shape. And you can see where the stains are, and you can kind of trace around the stains, any little splatter mark or dot that formed. I trace around it, and I use a line where sometimes it's a thicker line and sometimes I break it up and I make it a thinner line. So I'm going to just keep tracing. Okay, now I'm kind of seeing a face that might be in here. If I look at some of those white spots, sometimes you don't always get these white spots, but here could be one of my eyes. And maybe I want another one over here. So you can draw whatever you want to inside of them. This looked to me kind of looked like one of the nostrils. So I'm just going to draw another one there. And I'm going to give him some fangs. All right. So I see in this one, I can see almost like a little snail kind of guy. So I like to just think about what little alien things might pop out of these. I do like to stick more towards the actual shape of it, because I did try some different ones where, you know, you kind of go outside, and I didn't like these as much. So it's your decision, like how you want to do it. All right. So there's just a couple, and so they're really fun. They're quick, you know. I could put a couple more eyes on there, give them 4 eyes, whatever. But it is fun to kind of name them after you're all done with your design. Give them some kind of cute little name. You could cut these out. You could put them on sticks, you know, whatever you want to do. All right, well, I hope you have fun with this. Don't forget to tell me how you did at the end. I would love to see some of your designs. Have fun.